Hello friends, have you ever felt like you are stuck in a loop, like you are trying to move forward, but life keeps pulling you back in? That's what depression does. It doesn't just bring sadness, it traps you in a cycle. You feel low, you lose motivation, you stop doing the things that made you feel alive. Your energy fades, relationships suffer, and your physical health takes a bit. All of a sudden, everything feels like it's crumbling. And the worst part, it's not just what's happening, it's how your mind begins to interpret what's happening. You see, depression is like HIV of mental health, not because of the stigma or severity, but because it weakens your ability to fight back. Even small tasks feel overwhelming. Getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain, and slowly your ability to cope just vanished. So friends, let's take a moment to talk about perception, because that's where the real shift happens. Perception isn't just about what we see, it's about how our brain interprets what we see. In a healthy state of mind, your brain has a certain bias, and strangely enough, that bias is helpful. It helps you believe that things will get better, that you have some control, that people generally mean well. These little biases might not be 100% accurate, but they keep us moving. But when depression sets in, those positive biases are stripped away. Now imagine walking into a room where someone does not greet you. In a normal mood, you might think they are probably busy. But with depression, your mind whispers. They ignored you on purpose. You're not worth their time. This is called a cognitive bias, and it warps the way you view the world. Even if something neutral happens, depression puts a negative spin on it. And when something bad happens, it amplifies it until it feels catastrophic. There is a fascinating experiment that demonstrates just how much your mind fills in the gaps. Right now, just close your left eye and focus on your left finger using your right eye. Then slowly move your right finger outward. You will notice it disappears. That is your blind spot. There is literally a part of your vision where you can't see anything, but your brain fills in the blank. It pretends to see something just to keep your vision smooth and complete. In depression, your mind does something similar, but emotionally. When something is unclear or unknown, your brain fills the gap with fear, shame, or self-doubt. You begin to assume the worst, even when there is no evidence. That is how powerful and sneaky depression can be. But now here's something strange and important. Psychologists talk about a concept called depressive realism. It sounds odd at first, but hear me out. The theory suggests that depressed individuals actually see the world more accurately in certain situations. They don't sugarcoat reality. They don't have the illusion of control that mentally healthy people often carry. In experiments, depressed people often make more realistic judgments. They estimate outcomes better. They are less biased by ego, and they can sometimes read situations more clearly. So in a way, they are not wrong about how broken the world can be. But a twist here. Accuracy isn't the same as health. Just because you are seeing the harsh truth more clearly doesn't mean it is good for you. Because a healthy mind needs hope. It needs a little illusion, not to be naive, but to stay resilient. The glass might actually be half empty, yes, but believing it can be filled again. That's what keeps us going. From a practical perspective, if we want to break the cycle of depression, it starts with changing perception, not denying reality, but reframing it. Instead of seeing everything as a failure, we try to see the effort. Instead of focusing only on what's lost, we learn to notice what is still here. This is where mindfulness, yoga, therapy, and even something as simple as journaling starts to matter. Because it helps you step out of the automatic, distorted story depression tells you. It helps you see the world as it is, not through the lens of despair, but through the lens of understanding. You don't have to fake happiness, but you do have to challenge the narrative your mind is feeding you, because it is not always the truth. So friends, depression isn't just about feeling sad. It's about getting stuck in a mental loop that feels impossible to break. But once you understand how your mind twists perception, how it fills emotional blind spots with fear and doubt, you can start to reclaim control. It takes time. It takes patience. And sometimes it takes help. But the truth is, the world doesn't have to change for you to feel better. Sometimes all it takes is learning to see it differently. And that more than anything is where healing begins. Thank you for watching this video.